My name is Caroline Komar Steiner. I've been with Tractor Supply, almost 7 years. I think it's coming up in August. I have three main passions that keep me going. One is dogs. That's my main passion. I have a Dogo Argentino Pit Bull Rottweiler Amstaff mix, and this is Zelda. I rescued her from one of our farmers market events. We have adoption events every month at the farmers market, and so she was one of the dogs I really liked, and she came home with me, and she has been with our family for 2 years now, right, Zelda? I also have a white German Shepherd. He's inside the house. But I wanted to talk about my three main passions. So my first passion, like I said, is dogs. My second passion is community, and my third passion is chickens. So first I want to talk about dogs and why they mean so much to me. Ever since I can remember, I've been obsessed with dogs. Ever since I was a little girl. I had no siblings. My mom was ill for most of my childhood and always wanted a dog. So I would go to the library, check out books on breeds, different kinds of breeds. And I didn't actually get a dog until my early 20s. So my dad never grew up with dogs, and after my mom passed, I was hoping we could, but it didn't work out. It was just too much for him. And I brought a dog home with me in my early 20s, a Brittany, and of course that dog turned into my dad's dog. And then when I moved out, I was moving into a townhome, which really wasn't conducive to a sporting dog. And I adopted a Silky Terrier, and she's since passed. Zelda, can you stop, please? She's since passed, but yes, I just love dogs. And my main focus has been, since I got Zelda, is raising awareness about bully breeds. So a lot of people look at her and think that she's super scary, formidable kind of dog, aggressive. They're afraid she's gonna bite them. I grew up in the 80s and the 90s. That was the dog everyone feared. And I recently did a poll in our community on one of our Facebook groups, and I was really happy to see that because of education, community outreach, raising awareness about bully breeds, that 85% of the people that took the poll actually said they would consider adopting a bully breed, which I thought was awesome. Only like 10% said they were afraid of them. So I think that's great. I mean, they're a very misunderstood, overlooked breed. I was reading recently the stats at Chicago Animal Care and Control. I live right on the border of Wisconsin and Illinois, right next to Antioch. I live in a little town called Lake Villa, but I can literally throw a rock into Antioch. So we're a little bit away. We're in the suburbs, more of a rural suburban area, but Chicago Animal Control literally has 54 dogs coming in a day that people are relinquishing to Chicago Animal Control care, and they are a kill shelter. So if you look down the rows, they're all pit bulls, and it's really, really sad. People buy these dogs and they think that they're going to protect their homes. They get them for the wrong reason. They're backyard breeders, maybe dog fighting in the inner city. And these dogs really are a sweet, affectionate breed. Come here, Zelda. Sit. Zelda, sit. Sit. Good girl. They're a sweet, affectionate breed that honestly, yes, if I think that if someone were to break into our home, that she would defend me, but naturally, if she knows I'm in the house and I'm okay with the people, she is super sweet to everybody, and they really have a bad rap, which is really unfortunate. So I have made it one of my passions and missions to show people that these are actually wonderful family dogs. They are super, super duper cuddly, the cuddliest dog you could ever want. And they range in personality really from super high energy to couch potato. They are the one dog I've really noticed that can totally adapt to your personality. So if you're chill inside your house, relaxing, watching a movie, this dog will just kind of assume your personality and will lay down, chill. If you're outside wanting to go for a walk, maybe go to the forest preserve, then this dog will be right there. They just want to be with you. They just want to cuddle on you, and wherever you are, that's where they want to be. So this is super duper awesome breed. I just love them. The second thing I wanted to talk about, what I'm super passionate about, is community. And I really love Tractor Supply because it's the first job I've ever had where I'm able to harness my passions and be an effective leader within the company. And because the majority of our customers are dog lovers, are into animals, since that's predominantly what we sell is dog food and treats. That's our highest grossing item. And at our store, we have a dog wash, and our dog wash is actually rated number 7th in the United States as far as volume of dog washes. We get so many dogs in our store because we don't really have a do-it-yourself dog wash in our area. So that just brings in a lot of new customers, which is awesome. And I've been able to use I always thought useless knowledge. How would I use all this useless knowledge I have in my head? Like I was telling you before that, when as a child, I would, go to the library, check out all these breed books on dogs and dog breed encyclopedias, and I would memorize all these different breeds and their attributes, what they were good at, what they weren't good at. Are they a family dog? Are they prone to allergies? All these things. And it's really come in handy because, for example, the other day we had the pet vet and there was a line of people waiting, and I was walking out to do propane, and there was a lady with a Great Pyrenees. And I was like, oh, wow, what a beautiful Great Pyrenees. And she's like, oh, you know the breed. And then the next lady had a Shih Tzu. And I was like, oh, what a cute little Shih Tzu. They're such great little toy dogs. And so the gentleman behind them was getting super impressed. And so he said, well, I bet you can't tell me what dog breed I have. And I looked at the dog and I said, well, I can definitely see that there's some German Shepherd in that dog, but I think it's predominantly Mountain Cur. The guy's mouth dropped open and he was like, how do you know this? Like, we just did the DNA the Embark DNA test on him. How would you know this? And I said, I have all this useless knowledge in my head from, as a child, just memorizing and being so interested in dogs. And that has really helped me form a community of dog lovers, because people come in and you know what kind of dog they have. They're impressed. Now they have an instant connection with you, and it makes them more inclined to keep shopping at your store because they think, okay, this girl knows what kind of dog I have. She probably knows a lot about dogs, and I can depend on her to steer me the right way as far as what kind of dog food that my dog might like. My dog's having some issues. I'm going to ask her before I go to the veterinarian and spend tons of money. Maybe she has a great recommendation on a supplement I could use, or a treat, or a toy. So having all that useless knowledge has really helped me in my new field. So I came from a background of investigations, security, domestic violence type work for large corporations. And yes, it was a great paycheck, but at the end of the day, I was super unhappy, super unfulfilled. And my passion has always been animals, and I'm able to use that finally and be part of a community of like-minded animal lovers. So my other way that I really love to showcase my passion for community is farmers markets. So I am one of the only stores that I'm aware of. I think there's a couple, maybe one in Arizona or Nevada or California, I can't remember, that does a monthly farmers market. And I've been doing it, I tried doing it pre-COVID, and then we had to take a break for COVID. But I've been going really strong ever since. And every farmers market, we have a food truck, live music, of course, your arts and crafts. When it's in season, we have vegetables, we have honey vendors, flower vendors, woodworking, and my favorite is adoptable dogs and cats. And I can't tell you how many dogs that we have gotten adopted through our monthly farmers market, it's been astonishing. We mostly use Placing Paws Rescue, and they have had such great success with our customers coming to these events and adopting the dogs. And also what's wonderful about that is that it creates another positive connection with our store, and they have a correlation between having a joyous moment when they found their beloved pet to our store. And that is also an awesome way to build relationships and community. So I just am really passionate about introducing other people together with like-minded ideas or differencing opinions, and come together so we can be a great community. And that's really why I love doing the farmers markets. It's also a way to help our customers that are aspiring to venture out on their own with their own businesses. Really has helped them. We've had great success in showcasing one of the young banjo players. His name's Aiden Muse. One of his first what do you want to say? I guess not recital, but his first gig was at our farmers market, and it's kind of just spiraled from there. And now he's been on multiple TV shows, radio. He's performed nationwide. So I just think that's awesome. And the kid is awesome. He's really active in 4-H, and just being able to help boost these people through social media advertising, that's really been a big component. And my other passion is backyard chickens, which I'll show you in a second, all my chickens. I love raising chickens. I just started getting into incubating. So I just had a bunch of actually some French Wheaten Marans hatch, which is super cool. They have the dark chocolate colored eggs. And kind of like my whole thing with the dogs, I love to study all the different chicken breeds, the good and the bad, what to expect. And I have a great partnership with my veterinarian that also sees exotics such as chickens, and she's the vet at the Racine County Zoo as well. And I've been able to refer tons of customers to her to get help with chicken related items that we can't really help at a store level. You know, since we can't do antibiotics anymore, Thailand was great, but unfortunately the FDA ruled that stores cannot sell antibiotics. You have to have a vet's prescription. So just being able to steer customers to her has also created awesome relationships, and using social media as a great tool to get to all those people that I otherwise wouldn't meet at the store level, advertising, you know, in local groups of our events that we have in the store, our adoption events, our farmers markets. All right, so these are some of the new chicks that just hatched literally this morning. I have some French Wheaten Marans, which I'm super excited about. Unfortunately, the other chicks I hatched in this incubator and I paid a lot of money for did not hatch at all. So that really stinks. But that's the gamble you take when trying to incubate your own eggs. And these are some of the other birds I have. So these are some more of the French Wheaten Marans that hatched yesterday. I have 2 black sex lynx in there as well from the store, because of course I panicked and thought I only had 1 egg hatching. And then all of a sudden all these others started hatching. So I'm like, what am I gonna do? I need more friends. So then I got these guys. Oh, yeah, my husband loves me. And then these were from my other impulse buy, a leg bar, which we've never had in the store before, and I've been there a long time. And then I have a golden lace Wyandotte to keep her company, since the other chick she was living with had a deformity and had to be put down. So these are the chicks I'm brooding right now. All right, and this is my barn. My husband had created a awesome chicken run for me. So I have all sorts of chicks I've gotten over the years from our store. Let's see. Okay, so I have little Bantam Old English, Speckled Sussex. I really love, can you see, oh, there we go, her. That is a white-faced black Spanish. She is actually a critically endangered breed. So that's really cool. I have some Polish, some Americana, some Dominiques, which are also endangered, some Crevecoeurs from France, endangered breed. And then we'll move over to the turkeys. I have Blue Slate, Black Spanish, Royal Palm, and a mixture. They're very nice, lay lots of nice big eggs. And I also have a camper. We're into camping, and I have a nice sized garden. The garden used to be the size of this fenced-in area after I quit my corporate job in security, but that's just a lot to keep up now. So this is our garden now. We have tomatoes, cucumbers, peppers, eggplants, and this is just enough for us and to give to friends and family. So this is my little hobby farm, and I really love living here. I'm truly blessed.